I think there's one big question that everyone's asking themselves right now, and that's over-tourism. How do we deal with that? How do we handle that? How do we protect our most valuable assets as an industry, but at the same time ensure we're still offering our travellers something exciting and engaging? In every conversation we have with clients of ours in and around the sector at the moment, over-tourism comes up in every single discussion. I think the big thing that's changed in travel marketing over the past couple of years is technology. I think there's obviously some brands and organisations doing it well, some not so well, but from a consumer perspective, from a traveller perspective, how they use technology not simply to consume an experience, so to speak, but more to create their own, that's had a fundamental difference, or made a fundamental difference on travel at large, and it will continue to do so over the next few years. When it comes to thinking about your brand, I think the single most important question to ask yourself is what value does it provide, or what role does it play? So if you think about the customer experience, there's choice, then there's the connection as you work your way through the experience, there's commitment and advocacy after that, in simple terms, acquisition and retention, if you like. And the brand isn't evenly configured throughout that experience. And some brands work harder in some parts of it than others, or work harder in some parts of it for different companies or organisations. And so the fundamental question to ask is, what kind of brand do we need? Is it all about driving acquisition, or is it all about the experience, or is it all about advocacy and commitment and loyalty? And really understanding what kind of brand you need will then make sure you're developing something that's configured specifically for you and your organisation, not just something generic that'll blend in with the competition. I think for too long, travel brands have focused far too much on just getting their logos in front of the customer. And I think in future, logos need to take a little step back so that they can let the experience come to the fore. Because logos can't do everything, and if you're going to build a connected experience, you need much more breadth and depth to your brand than that. And when it comes to OTAs, for example, they're starting to look at ancillary services, much like the airlines, insofar as how you can build out products and services beyond simply a hotel booking. And so when you start to consider that role of brand from that broadest experiential perspective, it becomes much less about your logo, kind of put brand here, and much more about how does the CX work. At any summit, I think the thing I'm always looking forward to hearing is how the conversation is changing, and more specifically, how quickly the conversation is changing. You hear the buzzwords, you hear some of the same case studies, but it's really in the differential between this year and last year and the year before that, to really understand, where's the energy, where's the momentum, and what's here to stay. And so, had lots of great conversations last year at Mumbrella Travel Marketing Summit. No doubt we'll have more again this year, but it'll be, well, how different are those, and where are really people focusing their efforts?